ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. If you live in Florida, most likely there's an ABC near you.
And you hear that? That is an email from one of our fine listeners, and we love it when you do this. We love it when you let us know and let ABC know that you're dropping by. This is from Adam. He said, "Hey, gang, in true Tom fashion, I did a quick swing by to my ABC to get beer for myself, wine for my wife, so she... I can't read that part. And then he basically said that he got everything that adults need for boring little kid birthday parties at ABC. And what he did, he took a picture of his receipt and everything that he bought, and he put it on social media, but he's not good at social media, but he definitely wants to win something." There you go. Thank you, Adam.
Well, use hashtag TDABC if you do want to win something. We send out monthly prizes.
We do. A lot of prizes, man.
If you smoke cigars, thehumidor.com, when you check out, use promo code Tom and Dan, you save 20%. But they send you cigars. They've got tons of specials all the time. And when they send it to you, it's in a little personalized, like,
humidor bag.
Yeah, humidor bag, so everything's fresh. I mean, they do it right.
And if you don't know what you're doing, like, I don't know very much about cigars, but they make it very easy because there are people on there curating, like gift boxes. He likes mild cigars. They have that. Oh, he likes a stronger, more robust cigar. They have that as well. But they have it kind of idiot-proof, for lack of a better term. You just go to thehumidor.com and make sure you use the code Tom and Dan.
TDABC, it's ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
Loyal Ladies Society of Tom and Dan, founders, BDM members, casual listeners, and a corporate time with Tom and Dan radio fans. Allow us to introduce our strangest and most unique project to date, the Tom and Dan House, Sanford. Be our guest, be our guest, be the M's deserve the best. Get your fat ass down to Sanford and then we can do the rest. Craft beer pints, German food, locals strive to not be rude. Catch a live show at the West End, this is not the time for resting. You can dance, you can sing, hell, pull out your ding-a-ling. And in the night with your very own rest, go on and check our site, we're hoping you just might be our guest, you're the best to be our guest. Rent a cart, rent a bike, rent a hooker, am I right? Use our house for all your cheating, tell your wife it's just a meeting. Bachelor party, guys night out, got you covered, there's no doubt. All we ask is please no smoking and clean up your poo-poo poking. Brand new beds, big TV, and as added courtesy, we've installed a larger toilet than the rest. So if you are obese, you take a shit in peace. Be our guest, be our guest. Our listeners are the best. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
Ooh.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Whoopee!
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Oh my God, right? Quite the week, right?
We did it.
We did it. Did we? I don't know what we did.
Hey, we'll see.
It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom, and it's a show. We're doing the show.
It's a 666 show.
It's a 666. We're all dressed in black. I don't have face paint on. Sam's got on the...
I got the 6-year anniversary.
She's got the... You have the correct shirt on. I'm still on brand because I have the Dragon Titties song shirt that we did, I think, 6 years ago.
My only shirt that was clean that was
Wow.
You're
black.
wearing black.
is
He's on
the,
brand. He wore black. Yeah, we were supposed
Tom
to all
and Dan
wear black.
vibes.
I went to try and put some of Maisie's Halloween makeup on me, and I've been breaking out recently. I got a greasy face. I got a zit on the tip of my nose and some on the side of my head. I'm just a disgusting, greasy boy.
We're getting zits at 45.
I don't know. I had a boner when I woke up this morning, too.
Real?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the Florida hospital's calling us.
Oh, God. I better get that. I better get that. What line?
1.
Hello? Hold on.
Is it Seth?
Oh.
Hello?
We are calling because you should have received several notifications in the mail about your car's extended warranty.
Oh,
From the
If we have
Florida
not gotten a
hospital?
response, we are giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file.
All right.
Press 1 now to speak to a representative.
Okay.
Hi, this is Kate with Warranty Division. Can you please verify the year, make, and model of your car?
Yeah, I got a 1971 El Camino.
But I'm talking about the one between 2010 to 2020.
Oh, no, I ain't got one of those. I got an old...
So you don't have a car between 2010 to 2020?
No, I got a 1971 El Camino. What you got? What do you... Oh, shit.
666.
666.
So,
Never detoured, never wavering. Right back at it.
so here's what's the weirdest thing about this, and this is kind of in the tradition of bizarro Tom and Dan coincidences.
With the magnet pulling.
The other, like, I think it was 2 days ago, I realized this. I was like, I think because my wife was like, Easter, the baskets, the whole thing. and then she was saying, like, some kids have off for Good Friday. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's Good Friday this Friday. I'm like, wait a minute.
What kids have
It's our-
off for Good Friday? That's
I guess
Christian
they all
schools.
do now.
Christian schools?
No, they're
No,
calling it like
but-
a, teacher...
Some of my friends.
May's not
teacher
off.
workday, student holiday.
May's got,
Not in Castleberry.
God's not real. Get to work, like...
So anyway, I was like, wait a minute, our 666 show is on Good fucking Friday.
It is.
Like, I was like,
Good fucking Friday.
It's Good fucking Friday with Super Day.
Get your good fucks in.
I was like, what are the chances? And then I was like, that's
Why?
We only miss probably like 4 Fridays a year,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe.
Where we do a couple best ofs, and then maybe like we're out for vacation or whatever. And then I'm like, since we started, what are the chances that we started 12 years ago and show number 666 of
Yeah.
the Friday Free
Mark
Show
of the Beast
would land on Good Friday?
Right.
It's got to be astronomical, right?
It's just weird. It's just beyond weird. Sorry, we didn't mean to do that.
It's
To the obedient Christian page, which I'm in that group, even though my journey is still on it. I'm in that group because they're good people and they kick around good ideas and stuff. We did not mean to be disrespectful. That was not planned. We don't do these things because we think that that's edgy or cool or funny.
No.
It's not It's not edgy. Stupid.
It's but it is a Tom and Dan coincidence.
My mom wouldn't like it. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
She'd be mad at you. She'd be, oh, Tom did that. I still think he's a Christian boy.
And I started thinking about the other ones, like the one that when we sent in our resignations at the radio station, or when we first gave them to the boss. It was the day that you made an arbitrary date in the system.
I had to pick a day for all of our master files within the Prophet system. So think of every commercial and every piece of audio you hear on the radio as just an MP3 in a big box, right? And in this big box, they asked me, the main producer, well, hey, for all of these files, you need an end date, like way in the future. I'm like, okay, I'll give you an end date.
And it won't get archived until that date. So it's just like, pick a date that's so far. I mean, you picked it 10 years prior. And you picked March 16th. I looked at the resignation letters, 2012, and that date, we showed up that morning with our paper. We were like, hey, we're going to do this after work.
Yeah, you ready? We're going to pull the trigger.
And then you looked at all the audio. It was like, all the audio was gone, and it was that date. That's weird.
The day that we resigned was the day that I had picked for the universe to destroy all of the audio within the computer. I don't know why that happened. That is a true story. We cannot explain that. Let's talk about last year. What happened last year? We had a big one last year that was was kind of whimsical. We're like, oh, we need to do an event, the pandemic, well, let's give all these dates to Dr. Phillips and see if they can work us in, because they like us, we like them. Let's give them the dates and see if they pick a date for us, and then they come back. We have a good relationship. Yeah. Our friend over there, I'm blanking on his name, but the guy over there,
the director of all the entertainment, the only date they had available, the first one was April 17th.
Correct.
Which is actually coming up as Easter this year, but it's Tom and Dan Day. And this was like 5 months prior to that. He's like, April 17th, our first date.
Yeah.
And what are the chances of that?
Yeah, it's just...
Anyway, if I wasn't, not superstitious, I'd start believing that this is some sort of... I'm not sure if a curse or some sort of blessing.
Let's go blessing. We usually go curse. Let's go blessing and see where it goes.
The fact that
this week was not a blessing. This week was hard. This week was
past
weird.
couple weeks.
Yeah, past couple weeks have been rough. We don't even have furniture in our studio. We have been stealing. We've been stealing from Peter, Rob and Peter to pay Paul. Man.
Yeah, the Wizard is going down for Easter to Miami, so I call. I'm like, hey, get my couch. He bitched.
We've had more guests in the past couple weeks too when we don't have a couch.
I know.
It's
all musical. We have full bands in here. I'm sorry we have nowhere for you to sit.
Right.
Sit on the floor.
Don Price is just pacing back and forth with his Jersey Mike subs.
So our Tom and Dan house, the Tom and Dan Airbnb, the AirTnD, whatever you want to call it. There's too many names. It is out. We put
it's
on
live, baby.
Yeah. We put on the BDM page. Daniel actually booked it because
I'm in there.
There's a comedy event Daniel's going to in Sanford.
This coming Thursday. There's a comedy event, I believe, at the West End. Or no, it's at Celery City. So I'm going to look. I'm in.
Yeah. Daniel was the first person to book.
I'm in there.
Well, I was the first person to stay.
That's true.
I christened it for you guys.
Oh, buddy.
By the way,
I'm going to sniff those mattresses. Just sniff them.
We got to stop talking about comedy. Stop!
No, it's clean. It's fine.
You put it in the song.
Yeah, I saw during the song, I saw you writing things down, like edits to make, changes to make.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of this...
Stop saying come!
The whole point of this place is to go there and butt fuck people, right?
That's not the point.
You heard the song of poo-poo poking.
Everything is laundered. We have a cleaning person, the super professional, that's cleaning the duvet cover, all the sheets, everything.
Is it Dustin from West End? he does everything. Where have you seen that guy?
He did show up one day when we were there.
Is he the cleaning lady? Hello, it's me, Dustina.
Stop talking about cum.
Okay, no more cum talk.
It's in the song.
It is in the song.
We can't remove it from the song.
Can't remove it from the song.
No bookings yet.
Yeah, everyone's like, it's awesome, it's awesome. No one's booked it.
I like that. Everybody's like, it's so good, guys. You should be so proud of yourself. How about you so proud of yourself on there and fucking book some shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you need some time, you can't just book it for, tonight.
I didn't need any time. I just booked it. I said, I'm going to a thing.
Yeah.
Andrew's like, all right.
Anyway, so that's out on the BDM page. We're going to send a mass email out to all BDMs with the information. We just sent a text message out to anybody in the texting service. So,
you did a great job, dude. You and your wife were pretty much...
Everybody on the team helped.
You were point on this. Like, whereas, like, there are certain things that I'm going to run point on. Like, this was, like, kind of your baby, and you and your wife, like, completely crushed it. It's such a weird and unique and fun idea, and I'm just excited to see where it goes. I mean, we have it for it's not a permanent fixture. It could be, but we don't know yet, right? We want to see how this goes.
It's a test. Will it work? I mean, there may be a reason why other people don't drop $10,000 to make their house look nice before they Airbnb it.
That's an estimate, by the way. That's not an exact number. He didn't shake that out.
And hope to make you break even in about 6.5 months or whatever. Maybe that's a poor business model.
We got some credit cards to pay.
Well, it is. We are bad at business.
We got some credit cards.
Between that and BDM Appreciation Week, we are bad at business.
That was what I was point on that, and I was just buying shit like a madman. That's the single most fun thing that I've ever done in here is just buying. It's fun, and my wife agreed.
Mr. Beast does it. He's rich.
Yeah, he's just giving away money though.
Yeah, but he buys like 100 Oculus. Like I just bought 3, and I came my pants, and we're talking cum again.
Yeah. I'm like, I think you get rich by just giving away as much money as you have. That's how he's doing it.
That's what Jesus says. It's Easter.
Good Friday.
So should we cheers ourselves for finally?
Okay.
What is this?
But we're cheersing ourselves with something. I'm not drinking.
We're punishing ourselves since it's 666.
Yeah, so it's 666. I bought this last week because I wanted to try this, even though I'm not drinking. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to do it for the Dew because who's addicted to Mountain Dew?
Well,
I am, buddy. I love the Mountain Dew, and in fact, I'm on my 4th. because today was a special day.
My God, man.
I'm on my fourth
only noon.
Mountain Dew Zero. This is the
Pink
start.
lady.
Did you quit caffeine?
I did.
He went back
I'm
hard.
I went back hard. I mean, if I had to go back, it was like go back to alcohol or go back to caffeine. My wife's like, please, caffeine, please.
Yeah.
So this is the new Mountain
The
Dew
hard Mountain Dew, black cherry, zero sugar, it says. I don't believe that. It's 5% alcohol.
Oh, my
I've already
God.
smelt it. It smells like pure sugar.
God. And it smells strong.
All right, let's taste this bad boy.
Okay, here we go. Down the hatch to that TND house. Wow. That is not White Claw. Oh.
It tastes like candy, but like candy from a trash can.
Okay.
So who asked for this?
I did, but it's bad, right?
Well,
it's the first bad Dew product I think I've had.
It's not good.
It's not good.
The thing is, I love Mountain Dew, but I don't ever
is there
mix it.
caffeine in this?
I don't mix it.
That's a good idea.
I don't think there is.
Well, Mountain Dew was originally created as a whiskey mixer. That's what it was originally intended.
Really?
Yeah. It was originally
whiskey
engineered to be mixed with whiskey or bourbon, brown drinks. You can get rid of that. You can just punt that. That is horrible. And look, I'd love to support. If Mountain Dew came to me right now and said, you can't say that because we're going to give you a lot of money, I would lie and tell you guys how good it is. But I'm not.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's really bad. That's why. That's why I stick with the White Claws, man.
Yeah. They
I left some White Claw in the AirTnD fridge, by the way.
Yeah, that'll be gone.
Even the new ones, the Mike's Hard Freeze. I left some of those.
Oh, how are those?
I didn't try it. I left it for.
Man.
There's like 30 or 40 different Mike's Hard.
Yeah, White Claw, the iced tea, the freeze.
God, you guys are priming
It's
the
loaded
pumps.
up over there.
So first guest will get a bunch of White Claw.
Well, wait a minute. I'm first guest.
Well, not the.
What if I kill myself?
What if somebody books tonight?
If it doesn't book until Thursday, we're gonna have a problem.
Dan goes full back into alcohol.
I do. I start drinking because nobody's booking.
Erase all of what you said about this is a good idea and just put bad idea.
I did. I've been pumping him up and sending a text message. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. You did such a great job. This is so awesome. You and your wife are made to do this. I can't wait till we get the second T&D house.
And then we'll just long-term rent it to our most unfortunate listeners.
Oh, my God.
You'll be like, what medium is getting a divorce this week? You can stay in there.
I mean, there's 2 rooms. I mean, we could put...
It'd be like a weekly stay.
Could we put multiple dads in there that are trying to, like, get back on their feet?
Yeah.
But you gotta
It'll
call,
be the Tom and Dan weekly rental.
And you got to call it something like the Tom and Dan Father House.
Or you call it the Tom and Dan Extended Stay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Extended stays are bad. I think that's maybe why, I mean, just to dovetail into talking about stuff, I think that's maybe why I always kind of look down on Airbnb. Because hotel rooms that have kitchens are either really, really, really upscale or really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so...
It's like, what's happening in your life? You need extended. Like, because something is bad.
Well,
it's going to take some time to work this out.
I always thought, now tell me if I could be completely wrong on this, but extended stays, one of the attractions to the extended stay is the idea that you have a stove to cook drugs on, right?
Yes.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
So, you have that, you can light cigarettes on the stove, you can burn your, boil your, I don't know, crack or whatever you're doing.
It's the middleman between homelessness. like you have a regular rental, you've got hotels that are above extended stays.
Yeah.
Extended stay, homeless. There's nothing below extended stay.
I know the one you're thinking about.
It goes straight to homeless.
I know the one you're thinking about out here, the extended stay that we always drive by. That is...
I looked at it for a friend of ours.
I looked at it for myself. Every time I see it, I get attracted
I was like,
to
I think you could stay here.
I'm attracted to it because I honestly believe that even though I've mentioned this so many times on the show, that if something did go wrong with me and Andrea, and it will, that I could end up there and you guys would never find me, like hiding in plain sight.
They painted in the front, and then if you look behind, you're like, oh, it's bad in the back.
Yeah, they painted it like Disney in the front. It's like colorful and retro, and then when you go in the back, you see it looks like a Hollywood Old West, like a set.
I want to see that.
Yeah, if you drive right by the McDonald's, if you take a right, and you go down.
They only paint the front.
Yeah, they only paint the front. So in the back, it's like chain link fence, sadness, trash, cups. Like, oh, it's bad.
So, Crystal pranked me.
Pranking queen.
Yesterday.
At the AirTnD?
No.
Because, I've never understood why you guys decide, because this happens a lot when you guys are stressed out, where you're, working really hard, where then you decide to break the silence of hard work with a fight or a prank or something.
Yeah, and thank you to Crystal Van.
Oh, we got our first booking.
No, yeah!
A side chick booked from Sunday to Tuesday.
No, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
What, me? Who?
No, her.
They recently just got engaged, so I think they're going to christen it.
Become crazy.
Stop saying it. It's not going to become. There's no cum.
Black hole cum.
Won't you go?
Why does everybody go?
Jizz away the day.
Even at the Akohi charity
That's where scumbags.
I'm telling people, I'm like, I'm telling them about the Airbnb.
I've been on the cruise with these people.
Stop saying cum.
Well, cum is cleaner than poo.
No, everything's clean. Anyway.
Well, now it is. It's clean now.
So, anyway, Crystal pranked me, and thank you to Crystal.
So what she do? The old fake cum joke, or like the fake poo joke?
She was bringing us lunch during the week when we were working on it.
Yeah. No, she's
a good wife.
She's been working hard.
I only got lunch there one time, and Tom brought me a Whopper to give me diarrhea.
A Whopper?
Yeah, because he's like, we can't go anywhere else. There's no other place. Chantel's won't deliver. Like, we got
It was Pints and Paul's. Everything was packed.
He's like, everything's packed. We got Burger King's our only option, you shit bags. And then he's like, I'm going up there. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, I guess a Whopper.
By the way, Daniel's turning into his daddy. He says a Whopper with nothing.
Plain Whopper. No,
just meat.
Just meat. Because I'm going easy. I'm like, I just need something to eat.
Get some mayonnaise on
I'm doing IKEA furniture, tiny riches. I'm like, just give me meat and bread. I'll eat that.
You're turning into your old man.
And then you brought me that, and I got diarrhea from it.
So anyway, Crystal's been working her ass off. Like literally, this has come down to the wire because in my mind, I was like, we have to get it rented because it's been hemorrhaging money. Like every little thing here and there. Like we need dishes and
toilet paper and just the little stuff that you don't think of until you're actually doing it.
And this is from the chat room. The side chick who booked it is engaged to a woman, so it's just gonna be squirt.
Stop saying squirt.
Wait, squirt's better than cum.
Any girl can squirt, right?
So, anyway,
doesn't have to be a lesbian.
So we have,
but she probably knows better.
You're gonna tread into some dangerous biological waters if you keep that up.
So,
because somebody's gonna say, I identify as a woman, but they can't squirt.
We have been working hard on getting this Airbnb out because we needed to get it out to get it starting to get rented.
Well, it's like anything. It kind of had.
We were way behind on our timeline too.
Yeah.
Because of the whole rental in the middle of April.
It kind of felt the same way as like this studio when we were building it out. It's like we were already paying the rent and trying to get in there, but we were also based on we're kind of limited by using everybody else's timelines, right?
Yes,
then with the Airbnb, the other things I think we talked about the people that rented it before us, like for a split second. Can we talk about that?
Yeah. We actually did luck out because we leased the property and everything, and then we were hauling ass to try to get everything. We had the location is so good,
and also,
that we had to jump on it. If we are ever going to do an Airbnb, this would the opportunity came about. Paul's friend was about to rent this house.
We had a 1 day window.
He's like, man, the location is 3 minutes walk from here.
Not even.
It is in the middle. You can't get a house closer to all of our partners.
You'd be a commercial property if you were closer because it's only one street off.
Yeah. You are next door to the bars and restaurants. Anyway, so we were hauling ass to get everything in there, and because of we were worried about all right, we got to order all the art and get all the stuff staged, and then the bar next door, which used to be Throwbacks and now is Murphy's Arcade.
I spent some time in there when I stayed at the AirTnD.
Nice.
They were doing Bar Rescue there, the show Bar Rescue, and the Bar Rescue's producers and cameramen, whatever, needed a place to stay that was close, and then so they're like, well, we'll rent it from you for the 5 days, and we're like, this is how I always show. I'm like, I guess that we could do it for maybe $30 a night. I'll try.
$30 a night.
There's nothing in there.
$35 a night.
It's empty.
Yeah, there was no beds or anything.
It was just empty.
And no cum, guys. Please.
So then they threw out a price. I'm learning in business. Don't throw out a price.
Yeah,
you
let them
how
throw
much
it
you want? And then they told us, and I was like, oh yeah, Bar Rescue's rich.
$40.
So it saved us at least bought us some time.
We had planned for me to stay there that week, and I was going to start putting in
working,
decorations and all that. But then, so that put us a little behind.
So all I got on my secret cameras are just pictures of John Taffer walking around.
Stop saying the cameras.
Stop saying that.
That's another thing too. If you're like,
I checked,
cameras.
guys. I checked.
There's no cameras. There's no cum.
Well, there's no cameras. I'll say that.
There's no poo-poo. There's no cameras. There's no cum. That's a guarantee.
Anyway, so it's been stressful, and so me and Crystal, we were working last night.
Wait a minute. You guys have been spending an awful lot of time in there alone.
And so I was tired as hell yesterday because...
Let's take a little nap.
No, because the night before we were working late into the night trying to get everything set up
He's
online.
been hanging curtains. This guy's a real Al Borland.
And so I get home yesterday, and then I get on the couch, and I'm just sitting on the couch, and I'm like looking at my phone, right? And I'm tired. And then I'm scrolling Instagram, and then I come across a picture. And the picture is a friend of ours from high school and college that we know from Miami, right?
Yeah.
And she's a recent mom. I think she has a couple kids. And in the picture, it's like a very artistic picture of her breastfeeding, right? And apparently Crystal...
And you paused on that one, huh?
What is artistic breastfeeding?
Explain what artistic breastfeeding is.
Does the kid have a beret on and he's holding a tiny paintbrush, and then he's got the tit in his mouth and he's holding a tiny paintbrush? That would be cute.
Like the picture itself is very like it's on a beach and it's like very there's like patina.
I only feed my daughter with patina beach scene.
But the actual picture is, I mean, it is out there like one giant boob
Titty?
out.
Yeah.
And the baby is just sucking on the tip of the nipple. So you
there's
see it, you see the whole thing. Like
it looks like he's sucking on a ring pop.
And then I'm like, whoa! Like it shocked me. Like, and then apparently,
whoa, titties!
I found out later that this is like Crystal follows a bunch of mom like social media people, and this is like
OneTittyOut.com.
It's and I don't care about breastfeeding. Whatever, do whatever you want. I was like, whoa! And this particular girl, friend of ours, I like, she has ample.
Bosom.
Yeah. And then it's
ample bosom.
So when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to screenshot this and then.
Oh, what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, man. Be cool,
I'm going to
bro.
screenshot this and jack off at the AirTnD.
No.
This is why there's no more cleavage threads on the BDM group.
This is
fuckers screenshot everything and repost
It's not a private thing. This is on the...
But you're not supposed to screenshot it.
I know.
You're supposed to get a second phone and take a picture of your cell phone.
I don't put it on airplane mode.
Okay, I don't want anybody to know I did. This was for...
Well, then
you're going to tell everybody on the show. That's awesome.
Yeah. This was for me.
Your personal use. We get it.
No, I was going to put this...
AirTnD come out.
I'm not going to jack out. Like, there's nothing sexually attractive to me. It was more of like, whoa, look at this.
I'm going to slave
So
this.
why were you screenshotting?
Because I was going to send it to the Grizz and the Wizard
as
and
a
Jerky
joke.
Leg. And
Joke ammo.
Not as a joke.
Hey, look at our friend's tit. You're a fucking creepo, dude.
Is that a creepy thing
Yes.
to do? Like, it's on the internet. It's there for everybody.
Well, let them find it. You're a creepo.
No, you have to guide people through the internet. Or
I didn't want to. No one is going to know. No one was going to know. I was just.
Wait,
for...
this sounds like what Dog the Bounty Hunter said. He's like, no one's going to know. I can say it as much as I want. It's a private conversation.
This was on the internet, open for everybody to see.
I mean, the chat room is really going in on you hard, man.
I'm just telling you what's inside my heart.
Okay, this is your true...
And it's heart now.
Your true self.
So anyway, and then I took a screenshot, and Crystal was sitting next to me in the couch, and she's like, "Did you just screenshot that?" And I'm like,
it lets the person know.
That's what she said. And then I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? How does it know that? And then she's like, it's in Instagram and Snapchat. It lets people know. It notifies her if you screenshot it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you shitting me? No way. It doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Like,
Same with Facebook message. Facebook message does that now, too, yeah.
How would it know?
This is a Chris D'Elia moment.
Oh, dumb old man.
So, okay. So then
She got a notification. Ding! Thomas Van screenshotted your titty.
Here's the thing. I thought it was only Snapchat. It doesn't do it through Instagram. I find out later. This story goes farther. Like,
oh my God.
Because I don't think it works. That's a Snapchat thing.
And Facebook Messenger just implemented it.
Facebook, but not Instagram. Then
I'm a dumb old man because I thought kind of all of them had adopted that, and I see a lot of great stuff, and I don't screenshot nothing because I'm paranoid.
So I didn't know. Well, so then when Crystal, I started freaking out, and then I was like, I remembered hearing something about the screenshot thing. I was sitting on the couch tired.
I kind of think it still does it on Instagram too, buddy.
I'll explain to you what happens because of this. It's ridiculous. So. And after Crystal, she said I was pranking you, or whatever. Anyway,
I can feel there's a level of realness in the room right now that I don't really like. It's hanging thick. Can you feel that, Sam?
Yeah,
it's hanging thick in here today.
So freaking out. I was like, "Are you?" I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yes." And then she's like, "Call my sister, and she'll verify."
Call my sister.
So
screenshot your boobs.
She calls her sister, and then she's like, "Hey, tell TC the screen. If you screenshot on Instagram, it sends the person a notification." And then Crystal's sister's like, "Oh yeah, it does." And I'm like, "No, are you shitting me?" So then I'm like, "Oh my God, this person's going
to
get
write them apology.
Well,
why does it matter, right? You said it was no big deal. It was nothing sexual. You were just sending it to your friends. It's on the internet. It's not a private thing.
Well, I don't want her to think I'm a creepo. I don't want anybody to know.
Before we get to the end of the story,
this was just for me and the wizard.
Can I see the screenshot?
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Well, now I feel like. Well, if people aren't going to get mad at me.
Oh, they're mad. They're real mad. It's the most.
It's all on the internet. And would it be fine if I send someone a link to that? Like, hey, this person posted
better than screenshotting.
I would just say, hey, so and so posted this on her Instagram.
Oh, go check out. Yeah. Go check out so and so's Instagram.
I wouldn't be screenshotting and having it on my phone.
I would have screenshotted it, dumb old man. I
don't know.
I didn't do anything wrong. I don't do screenshots.
It was just to be like, hey, look at this.
You want to know?
Look at this.
True story. Can't say that. True story. Did you know that the hurricane thread on Discord scarred me for life, or whatever we were using? I think the hurricane thread we did on Facebook, because then people started telling me that when you screenshot stuff on there, that it lets the person know that you screenshotted it. So I just took that. I can't screenshot ever again if it's like a nude person. I can't do it. I'm not getting into trouble for that.
Yeah, it wasn't to keep the picture on my phone or anything. It was just to be like, hey, look at this.
Not keep the picture on your phone. I mean, it was to keep it on there for a second.
I mean, you still got it on there.
Maybe.
Can we see this titty or what?
I don't know. Now I feel weird about it. It's not anything sexual. It's like as a baby breastfeeding. It's weird.
What if I say I'm just
cover the baby?
Yeah, I just want to look at the baby.
I'm freaking out. So then I'm like, holy shit. And then I start thinking, I'm like, what can I have?
Are you having anxiety or passing out? Like, what is happening to you?
I am imagining. Now, I haven't had any contact with this person in quite some time, right?
You ramped that up fast, though. You went from no contact to nude.
Screenshots,
No, it's just because, you lose track of you follow them on social media or whatever, but it's like, I don't have day-to-day contact with most anybody. I mean, you guys text me, I don't even text back. So I do with my friends.
Got a nice looking baby there.
I don't have
big-ass nipples.
I never even have contact with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Because,
you're a bad person, yeah.
If I'm so busy doing this, that, or whatever, get distracted. So anyway, I'm like, I have to get ahead of this. I
like this. I like this. You got to get ahead of it. Will Smith's publicist. I bring you over. I'm like Denzel. I'm telling, hey, be careful when you're on top, because that's when the devil gets you.
All the ladies in the chat want to know what the purpose was of sending this to people. Were you trying to bully her?
No.
There are people
I was
out
just trying
there.
to show my friends.
Now you're a villain on the side chicks.
You're the bad one.
You're trying to ruin this person's life.
They probably saw it. I was just there like, hey, look at this.
Can't say that.
No, he can say, hey, look at this. He can't say, wow, look at this.
I thought that they would be like, wow, that's shocking for them
I know
to
what you were trying to do.
show
You're
their
trying
titty
to
on the internet. It wasn't even, it was like, wow, this person's showing their titty on the internet. It was more of I wasn't trying to bully anybody.
It's like, you got to have some confidence to put your big old titty on the internet. I know what you're saying. It's literally a nothing. It's more of a we all know her. This is impressive. This is crazy. We all know her. Share in this moment with me. It's nothing more than that.
I promise it's innocent. Like, I am an innocent person.
Hold on a second. Hold on now. That one I can't.
If he did screenshot it, this is how he did it.
I can't follow you to hell. I don't know what's right. I can't follow you to hell on that one.
I have no idea what's right or wrong.
I believe that.
I'm just saying, I'm just going through. I'm like, oh, is that wrong? Well, now I know.
This is making a
I won't
murderer.
do it anymore. I thought that was okay, or because it was on the internet. I'm not taking anybody's private shit and sharing it. Or if, like, even on the Facebook page,
Right,
I would
she was already sharing this. You were just screenshotting it and resharing it.
Yeah, not even so that she would know.
Right.
I was, which I guess is the problem.
You were sneaky sharing it to your friends so you could say, hey, look, titties.
Right.
It was a digital, hey, look, titties. Digital, hey, look, titties.
Yeah, completely innocent and not innocent at all because it apparently makes you a
the
scumbag.
original idea isn't innocent, but she have had her titties out there. It's a digital version of me and my wife at the beach, and a lady with a thong walks by, and I go, hey, look, a thong. It's a digital version of it.
Digital thong.
Look at the thong, look at the thong, look at the thong, digital thong.
I'd never share someone's private messages or even on the BDM page or anything like that.
I know what you're doing. My dad would be proud of you. This is what my dad always did. He'd be like, hey, look, her titties out. Titty. You missed it. Oh, you fucking idiot.
If this was some... if this was
my dad.
Yeah, if this was a private thing, I would never do that to
So how long
someone.
are you going to keep that titty on your phone?
I'll erase it. I didn't even want her there. I didn't know how to erase it.
Caused a lot of problems.
So anyway, so then I'm like, I got to get ahead of it. I have to, because she's going to...
What are you going to slide in her DMs? You idiot.
This is making me uncomfortable.
Well, I forgot you didn't know that there were DMs on Instagram.
I don't get uncomfortable, but for some reason, this one is... I do not like this at all, dude.
So...
Why have you been wandering into places in the internet that you do not belong?
Because I'm tired and I'm not thinking about what I'm doing here. Because I'm like...
Oh, man, you got to put that phone down when you're tired.
Yeah, you're overworked. You just need to chill out, dude.
So... Anyway,
go have a restful weekend at the AirTnD.
Brock, you do not call my business partner a goddamn pervert. You do not say that.
This was not perverted. It has nothing to do with being perverted.
Man, I'm gonna have to defend you all weekend. God,
oh yeah,
damn it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, I have to text her. And be like, and blame it on myself. Because
how dare you?
Hold on a second.
That was the only reasonable explanation I could think of in my mind.
This is getting worse. It really is.
Because
you're going to blame your innocent boy.
But which one? Which one? You got to go tell him. He won't care as much. Max is too sensitive. Did I get it right?
So, because I have everybody's phone number in my phone, which is another anomaly in my life where I have...
You have people from like 25 years ago in your phone.
Every single phone number I've ever saved since I had a cell phone, I have.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre. Like, I haven't lost a cell phone where I've lost...
When do you run out of contacts, like you ran out of mail inbox on your Gmail?
I think contacts give you a lot.
Unlimited?
I think you get like 100,000 contacts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many...
We'll see how many
to even tell I have, but it is insane amount. Then I started doing that thing on the radio where I put people's...
And you got me. I looked at my phone to talk to Eric, which I do know his full name, and I was like, I looked at it's Eric Merchman is his last name. I'm like, oh my God, it's happening to me now.
So I found her in my contacts, and I was like,
hey, I got your titty pic here. I'd just like to return this.
Oh my God.
So I said,
hey, it's TC. Hi,
and Crystal knows that you were doing this?
Hi, TC.
No.
Long time no see. Oh, can't say that anymore. Hi, how you been?
Her and her sister are just laughing hysterically on her sister on speakerphone and her about how much I'm freaking out that this happened.
She didn't care that you screenshotted another woman's titty.
No, she's laughing.
She expects it. She expects it. She's lowered
she
her
knows
standards.
who she married. Yeah.
She's lowered her standards so much.
She's laughing because I'm freaking out because it's in my mind it sent her
Are you pacing?
a
Are
message.
you doing your pace freak out where you walk around your house with your sandals clip clopping all around, stiff slapping?
He's probably barefoot.
By the way, this was when I took a load off at
Come again.
Yesterday, I was like, all right, I think we finished it. And I laid on the couch and then, look at this screenshot. And then she's like,
wow,
it goes. And immediately I'm walking back and forth like, oh, fuck. And then so.
You're going to have a heart attack.
You are. You are, dude. This is giving me anxiety.
This will be my legacy. I feel like he's a bad person.
He's a fucking creep.
So I text her and said, hey, I was like, I don't know what happened. My sons were using my phone. They get on my phone.
God! Why didn't you ask somebody before you? This is the worst. This is the worst prepared lie I've ever heard.
I'm like, my sons get on the phone. They're going on
again. You said that you had not talked to this person in years.
Yeah, my sons get on there. They go titty crazy.
So what are the odds
Lizzo.
that she still has the same phone number?
She texts back, who's this?
Oh my God.
So
new phone, who this?
Wait.
What was your text to her?
My text was just, I'm sorry, my sons got on my phone, and I don't know.
Perverts.
I don't know what happened, but I saw them. They could have been looking at the Instagram, and I don't know what's happening.
The Instagram.
And
I don't know what's happening. You didn't say anything about a screenshot.
No, because
So why would you even send that text? That makes no fucking sense.
Well, half of what I do doesn't make any sense.
Okay. That's true.
All right,
on brand.
That's the only thing he said that makes sense.
Because I wanted to leave it vague enough not to, because it seemed like it was too incriminating to be like, my son screenshotted this. And I know
you started with that. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You should reach out and just send the picture and be like, I found this on my phone. My son did this. I am appalled.
Okay, I didn't want to directly blame them.
You have to.
Or I wanted
so you half-ass blame your kids?
I wanted to loosely
he wants
blame
everyone
kids.
to be confused.
I'd be like, they're pressing buttons. I don't know what's happening. They're just pressing everything. They're on the phone. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic. You're just going to yell Sonic the Hedgehog.
So then, when I said, I'm like, hey, I text her. And then Chris was like, no. She's like, I was fucking with you. It doesn't send.
Oh, my God.
Only Snapchat. I text my sister, say yes, whatever I'm about to go.
She was pranking you?
That was a prank. Her prank was to make me think that I screenshot.
She took it too far. You guys are fucking around too much. Look what you're fucking with people's lives now. Too far.
So then, I never text anything. I'm like,
you should have sent back to that number the titty pic.
So then nothing. And now I had no more communication. Now I have hands off. Now I'm terrified that she's going to look up my cell phone number on the internet and then find out it was me.
It's going to be TND Media. Like, I want to cancel my media membership.
And then she's going to be like, why did TC text me this? Like, this is bizarre. I'm like, so then now I don't even know what, if she does find out it's me. Like,
you have to change your phone number. You have to get a new cell phone today.
Anyway, that was my whole
afternoon. Well, that's a little complicated.
Yesterday.
How are you going to fix that? So you're just going to let that sit? So you have a picture of a friend's titty on your phone.
I deleted it.
You texted her that.
I will delete it. I was going to show you, but now I like it's on the internet for everybody to see. Anyway.
What's her Instagram name?
No, I won't say.
My God.
Because I don't want to listen. Anyway.
It's public.
I don't know what's right. I didn't know that.
Plead ignorance, yeah.
Okay, let me ask like my wife does. Do you want me just to hear out your problems, or do you want me to actually suggest a solution?
Well, my new thing that I learned is don't screenshot anything. Just,
correct.
Because that is that's
why I have a secondary
social faux pas.
I have two phones. I take a picture of my other phone, and then that way there's no record of anything that I do.
And I also learned that breastfeeding on social media is everywhere. And if I followed mom blogs or whatever the hell my wife follows, like Instagram, like she's like, yeah, this is a common thing. I've never seen that like blatant of a.
What is the purpose of
boob on there?
What is the purpose? Is it art? Is it just art? The picture of the mom?
I think they're just trying to normalize it,
feeding the baby.
Because the fact that we still have to have a discussion about it's disgusting and don't do it in front of me is ridiculous.
I mean, I don't want to see that. Like, I don't think it's disgusting.
Just look the other way.
Like guys are, you get a picture of a guy driving a race car. You get a picture of a woman breastfeeding a baby. It just doesn't seem right. It's disgusting.
You're going to screenshot one of them, though, aren't you?
It's horrifying. I don't want to see that. My God. I will keep it non-normal to the day I die.
You should not. And then what Crystal's like, well, you like, and then I told her,
do you clean the nipple before the baby puts its mouth on there, or no?
I would hope so.
I don't think you do. I think the baby
just
it's just like it's just like a like a Dyson hairdryer or something.
Anyway, so don't do what I do.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, listen to what I do and do the opposite.
You want to take a little break?
Yes.
Let's take a break. Let me get through our songs here.
Look at that picture on the break.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to. The name of the band is Dead Tooth. The name of the song is Hollow Skin. All of these are on our playlist. The playlist has been updated. You can go on Spotify, search Musical Companion of Tom and Dan, and you'll find it. Tons of songs on there that we play weekly. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomanddan.com for last-minute emails, and we'll be right back. You know, we're really good at two things when it comes to your home. The floors and the roof.
Yeah.
Boom, we got you covered. Nothing in the middle. We got nothing in the middle. But if you need floors, boom, I got a guy. And if you need a roof, Rick, I got a guy. Call Rick.
Yeah, Secured Roofing and Restoration. I redid my whole roof. It looks amazing.
Moses DeWitt had to big dog you, get a metal roof.
Yeah,
he had to big dog you.
redid his.
It's amazing.
Tons of listeners. In fact, we have a promotion going on till the end of the summer. If you get a new roof with Secured, we will send you one of our $50 dry bags, which a lot of listeners
hold on a
actually
second.
like.
We're selling them for $50. Right? I mean, like they're more expensive than that. It's arguably the best product that we've ever produced. We didn't even do it. Villain did it. It's amazing. It's a Tom and Dan dry bag, and it's a nice little tip of the hat, little incentive for you.
Also, if you think you have damage, if a storm comes, you don't know, something falls in the roof.
If a storm comes, have you seen what's been rolling in lately? My God, man.
Just give them a call. They'll offer a free inspection. You don't have to pay for anything. They'll get up there. You don't have to worry about falling off.
If you have damage, 24 to 48 hour emergency tarping, you just got to give them a call, and please let them know that you heard it from us.
Also, you're not a roofing professional. You may look up there, you're like, oh, it's fine, and you could have microscopic leaks that are leaking into your house. They know, they're the professionals. Call Rick. His cell phone number is 352-805-9316. He's the representative for Secured that will take care of you.
Yep,
If you tell him you're a Tom and Dan listener, he knows. He's dealt with tons of Tom and Dan
listeners. It's like any of our sponsors. I kind of gotten to a point where I'm like, you guys know the drill. You got to let them know that you heard it from us. That's how you're going to get the special treatment.
Exactly. It's securedroofingandrestoration.com.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I am Sam. Tom.
Oh, you can hear the potty.
Tom's took that phone into the bathroom with him.
Which phone? Which phone did he? He took the breastfeeding phone into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're good, buddy. Sorry. But welcome back, everybody. Let's do mail on mail. We haven't done that in a minute, and it just sort of feels right.
All right.
Hey guys, thanks for calling 1-800-HOT-DICK, the place to find real action with real men. To make it even better, we've got new low prices. So low, we're practically giving it away free.
If you are a man seeking a woman, press 1. If you are a woman seeking a man, press 2. If you are a man seeking a man, press 3.
Mail on mail.
Long-ass intro, my God.
Mail on mail brought to you by justcallmo.com. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Came together.
It really did. It was like right on the music.
All right, let's do a email first.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Dance Dad Taco Tour, St. Cloud edition.
All right, yeah. So I'm going around to all these different dance competitions, and I need dads to help stuff my mouth with tacos.
Well, this is a weird opening. I had to shoot my dog, never got a hug from Dan. I'm the BDM who hit the lottery for $50,000, never received the promised hand job from Tom, and now this shit. Rancho Chico in St. Cloud for tacos? Don't get me wrong, it has its place, and is my 12-year-old daughter's absolute favorite restaurant in St. Cloud. If you're trying to OD on chimichangas and enchiladas, feed a family of 5 for under $50, absolutely. But tacos? Taqueria in St. Cloud is the spot for authentic 175 street tacos. Cilantro, onion, lime on homemade corn tortillas. It's a family-owned business, and they are awesome people. Their marinated pork is top-notch. The beef brains and beef tongue are actually my favorite. Their homemade hot sauces are the best, and not just Tabasco and Cholula. What? Cholula?
Cholula.
Just sitting on the table. I understand I'm late to the game.
My mouth is watering.
Procrastination is a bitch, but still thought I'd throw my hat in the ring. The show has been great and always appreciate the content. If Daniel is up for a taco or two scenario, just let me know and I'll definitely buy.
I want
tacos. So that's the second person in St. Cloud that's trying to take you out for tacos.
Yeah, Taqueria. That's more of a street taco with tons of cilantro, red onion.
Food is like everything else, comedy, entertainment.
Subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective. Yeah, so it's like the person's like, this guy's crazy. This is the best taco. It's like, that is your opinion. Like, and everybody is different and likes.
Let's do taco wars.
So that's why it's so hard when they
Let's do a taco and milk event.
Yeah, I like that. Holy taco something. We'll figure something out. I love tacos.
We don't talk about that in the BDM
We don't
show.
talk about tacos.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on the BDM show. I just love tacos, and this just gives me something fun to do, though. Now, I talked about it last night. It's funny that we got emails about this on Friday, because last night, Andrea kind of mentioned it at dinner, because we were actually having Mexican food. And I mentioned it, and Macy's like, what do you mean tacos? What are you doing? And I was explaining to her, I was like, so when you have your dance competitions, I find other dads, like BDM, dance dads or dads in the area that want to meet me out, and we'll go get a taco.
Date.
Yeah, go get a taco and a beer or something like that. She's like, I want to go. And so I'm like, that's going to ruin it. Like, it's the whole thing is like, it's supposed to be a break from your stupid dancing, right? Like, it's supposed to be me doing something it's so monotonous just sitting there in an auditorium doing nothing.
What is your guys' opinion on fish tacos?
I don't like fish.
Because it's a hot take, but I am not a fan of fish tacos.
Yeah, but you like titties.
Is it a hot take?
Yeah, people love fish tacos.
What about shrimp taco?
I don't like any seafood.
My
in
wife,
tacos.
Andrea, call in. My wife loves fish tacos and shrimp tacos. Love shrimp tacos. Last night she got shrimp fajitas.
It seems like tacos.
Oh, look, my wife's freaking out in the chat room. Loves fish tacos.
A lot of people do, but to me, it's like I've never looked at a taco and said, you know what, this needs fish. Like it just
maybe I haven't had really good ones. Like grilled with like the right amount of like.
I've ordered it before and they're fine. They're good. Like I didn't say, oh, like you know.
I don't think you're a fish guy though.
I like fish.
But you don't go out. But okay, hold on.
His friends like fish.
I'm not saying you don't love fish, and I'm not saying it's not in
me, stinky, bird legs. We all like fish.
I don't. I think it's in your family, but I think I go to more seafood restaurants than you ever would.
Because you can go with your wife and your kid.
But I just want fish. Like I go and I'm like I'm on the hunt. Like, for instance, when I went
You're on the hunt for fish?
I'm on the hunt for fish. Thursday night, I'll be at the AirTnD. If you got fish, come by, and I'll fish it. I'll fish it good. No, I went to Ravenous Pig, remember, because I wanted a My sandwich. That's all I wanted.
I love that.
You need to start doing that, man, because I think if you did that more, then it would open you up to, I think you'd be open to fish taco. It's just a sandwich.
I like it, but there's nothing for my wife. She doesn't eat seafood at all. So, and my kids don't eat seafood.
Right.
So it's just me. So they get to eat what? Like seafood,
French fries.
I think your wife is calling.
Hush pup. My wife.
Line 2.
All right.
She's
hey, babe, can you hear me?
Him.
Oh, God. Hey, can you hear us? Hello? Hello, old lady.
Uh-oh.
Come in, old lady. Can you hear us?
She calling to defend fish tacos?
I think so.
Andrea.
Line 1's blinking now.
No, our phones are broken.
No.
Oh, no.
Hello? Hello?
No. 666.
666
Yeah,
got
cursed.
us.
Either that or Good Friday. Can't tell.
Or we didn't pay the bill.
Are they both equally powerful? Good Friday is more powerful. I don't know. Anyway,
what were we talking about?
Fish taco, on the hunt for fish.
Let's do a voicemail.
All right. Let me grab our voicemail messages. I went through a lot of the mediocre time ones were like backed up. I had old ones from like 2018. I just flushed them down the toilet. I just went straight to these.
Hey guys, Hilton Head BDM here. Listen to you guys talk about your AirTnD again, and I love it. I think it's perfect for someone like me who has never really been able to get truly involved living out of state. And so when I come down, I'm definitely going to use it one day and stay in it. But then I started thinking about, like getting in there first. I got to be one of the first ones because like I don't want to be sleeping on the same bed that like Concrete Mike got some.
Oh,
Quit talking about cum.
So
he's gonna be toting good in there.
Thanks.
We wash all the
voicemail.
sheets.
First
Everything's
fucking
laundered.
voicemails about cum.
You stay in hotels and other Airbnbs. Like, you don't have a problem with that? Maybe that's why podcasts and different shows don't
Haven't
do
done
this because for whatever reason,
We're breaking ground here.
Podcast listeners just are too free with their cum. they
Dropping loads.
What's the difference between every bed is laundered?
Downloads. I get it. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Your wife's online too.
Downloads. Do you get it?
Like when you stay in a hotel, 10,000 other people have slept in that
10,000 loads.
bed.
Can we name the show 10,000 loads?
Okay, we got you now.
We got her.
Fish tacos. How do you eat them?
Wait. Oh, I love fish tacos. There's a place in town, Pocahontas, that has super good fish tacos. I think you have to have the right toppings on them as well. I like a good crab taco. They have a good spicy crab and tuna. But I wanted to ask Tom if he's ever tried cum tacos.
No.
Yeah.
You're going insane like your husband.
Are you chopping your crotch?
I wish I was.
Yeah, chop your crotch. Say it again and chop your crotch. It'll feel better. Try it.
No, but for real, barbecue tacos are good. I know our friends at Pig Floyd's.
Pig Floyd's does a bento box. It's like a Asian-inspired barbecue.
Yeah.
Like pulled pork taco. You've had a pulled pork taco. You've had that at Porky's.
That's all good and well, but a standard taco, I feel like you can't put the fish and the barbecue above the standard.
But what's the standard, right? Because there's different type of proteins.
Standard is ground beef.
That's Americanized.
Okay.
That's standard ground beef. Then if you want to go chicken, pork, it goes from there.
Okay.
But, it starts with the ground beef. If you order a taco, it's going to have
ground
beef. Anything else?
It's usually ground beef, lettuce, cheese.
Well, that's Americanized.
Baby palate. Expand your palate. You baby need some appy sauce.
Oh my god! What is wrong? Did you drink 1 milligram of caffeine today? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You got one of those hard Mountain Dews.
I know.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I wouldn't order them over a standard. You know what I'm saying?
I'm probably with you on that, but I do love fish tacos.
If
grilled or fried, because I think fish tacos traditionally are fried fish, like a fried cod. But people do grilled as well. But I think traditionally, a fish taco is going to be if you get Cali style, it's like fried fish with some avocado and some slaw or some shit on it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't ever order them.
And a sauce.
Okay. Get out of here.
I'll bring you next week a really good fish taco.
Wait a minute.
He's going to screenshot it.
Yeah, he'll screenshot your taco. And he'll be...
Andrea, do you have any worry at all? Like, Daniel's going to stay at the Airbnb.
Yes.
And I imagine you, because May's got school the next day, you'll be at the house. So he's going to be at this house.
Oh, you're staying by yourself. I didn't realize.
I'm going to cheat on my wife.
Okay.
Do you have any concern about that?
Absolutely not.
All right.
This is why I can get away with it.
No concern.
No concern.
What if you went to go stay there by yourself?
No, I'm gonna my wife.
Mini video.
My wife would immediately think I'm cheating on her.
She just randomly shows up in the middle of the night.
No, she wouldn't
she's
do that.
hiding in the refrigerator.
She's like, why do you want to go there by yourself? Like, she'd be questioning everything. Then she's gonna be like, who knows you're there? Where are you gonna go out that night? What if some listener seduces you?
What if you're
Seduces you.
You're gonna lay around there looking at breastfeeding photos?
I'm just gonna watch my shows, read my books, and go to bed at a sensible time and wake up at a sensible time.
Yep. And all I'm going to do is...
Are you going to check his phone to where he's going, where he's at?
Yeah, are you going to check the Apple... What do you can notify or find where I'm at? By the way,
location?
I checked yours the other day, and it says not found.
She turned hers off.
No. That's not what we do. We trust each other.
Oh,
Andrea,
that's what someone that is trying to trick you says.
Yeah, it does. I know.
My God.
I know. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
right.
how often do you check in on Andrea? Like, she could be anywhere right now.
She could be look, she could fuck anybody she wants, and I'd never know because I've made it up in my mind that I'm the best thing going, which is a lie. But in my mind,
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm so confident.
It's probably the reason that
I'm not the best thing going at all.
Me neither. I'm the worst thing going. I've convinced myself I'm the best thing going, and that she can find nothing better. Which, by the way, anything is better. And she,
she could definitely just right now walk down the street and
anything better.
Mo better.
All right, babe. I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye.
All right, let's do another email.
All right. Hey, Dan, I was listening the other day when the subject of going to a therapist and the fantasy of just couch plowing the female therapist.
Yes!
Tom asked if a therapist prostitution therapist ring might exist, and it would be perfect if it did, because the wives or girlfriends really wouldn't ask questions. The perfect name for the therapist would be the fucking therapist.
That is not.
I'm sorry. The fucking. That way, if the wife or girlfriend did ask where you've been, you could answer honestly that you have been at the fucking therapist, and you wouldn't be lying.
Oh, so it's called the fucking therapist.
Yes, the fucking therapist.
I like how your concern is answering honestly, not the cheating part.
Right.
You
wouldn't be lying. Yeah.
That's smart. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Travis Butler wrote that. Just kidding. Come on.
I hope he books.
Come everywhere. D-pics hidden everywhere.
He's a condom man.
Literally last night,
That's true,
do we
yeah,
make it approved or just instant approved? And then we went back and forth, and we decided instant because if we thought that if we did it where Crystal had to approve,
it would take forever.
That there would be too many. Like it'd be like, oh, there's so many bookings. We could have gone.
Who is this? Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, let's do another voicemail.
Yeah, let's try this guy.
Hey guys, DeBerry Joe here. Just a quick hot take, I suppose you'd say. As a lawn guy, I really hate watching other lawn guys blow their clippings and leaves into the middle of the street. I hate that. 2 days a week, I work with a couple of guys that do that religiously because it's easier, but it's bad for the environment and it's bad for the neighbors. Just curious your takes on that. Here in Titusville, we just don't have the money for street sweepers to run by and clean up your fucking mess. I just think it's trashy. What do you think?
So you're supposed to blow it into like a little area and then sweep it up and put it in a
bag.
Trash can?
Yeah.
Well, like sand?
Not sand, but like leaves and yard clippings and things like that.
Okay, when did we decide?
This happened. My next door neighbor, their lawn company just blew all the leaves into the middle of the road.
I feel like most do.
Yeah, to the point.
I see it all the time.
I mean, don't get mad at me, guys, but what's wrong with that?
Because when I'm driving by and you're blowing all the fucking dirt on my car, I'm pissed.
Well, you're in a car. You're not going to get dirty. Your car is fine. It's a car. Come on.
What's wrong with it is the neighbors. We all stand outside and look at our street, and there's a perfect line of yard debris where the yard that's perfectly manicured now.
It's in the street now.
And then it's literally like it's the street problems now.
Yeah.
But which is all of our we live in a cul-de-sac, but I feel like if you live on a street, like collectively, and even though it's the county street or whatever the city, I feel like it's your responsibility to keep the street clean, right? Like it's just a bunch of trash all in the street. If you look at it and you're like, not my problem, it's the street's problem. Like it makes your neighbor look shitty, right?
I think I've always done that. When my dad would ever have me use the blower, when my dad would ever have me use the hose, because we were now before water shortages and before you weren't allowed to do that. My dad's single favorite thing to do on a Sunday afternoon, and he's done this over 1 million times, would be to stand out there in tiny shorts with a hose, and he'd have it on the tightest stream he could get, and he would be spraying off the driveway. Did anybody else's dad? Did anybody else's dad spray off the drive? This is before blowers were battery powered. This is before blowers. Everybody had one. Blowers used to be you were rich if you had a blower.
Absolutely.
You know. Like, I hate to be dumb old man here, but my dad, like, he'd get out there and he'd have the hose and he'd have a nozzle on it and he'd have his big blue with a whiskey drink in it. And he'd start at the bottom where the cars are near the garage and he would walk all the way up the driveway with the hose spraying every little bit of dirt off till he got to the end, and that would be it.
I can't remember if I've told this story on the show or not, but we'd never had central AC. In the trailers we lived in.
Okay.
So we just had like window units in the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But my dad was convinced and forced us every night to water the roof over his bedroom because he thought it would cool the trailer down.
I love that. That's a good dad.
For like an hour.
Get up there, cool my room
until he fell asleep.
So did he think it was going to cool down from the heat of the day,
Correct.
baking it?
He also would pass out drunk by like 7 p.m., so it's still daylight outside.
Are you guys still up on the roof? Like he's
No, we're on the ground, just holding up the we're watering the roof.
All right.
Did it give you grit? Because I feel like
Look at her. She's a great. She's an awesome producer. I'll tell you that.
You're pretty gritty.
I'll tell you that. Hey, you know what I've learned?
I could put you through anything, and you'll stick around.
You know what I've learned? Don't say
and
that.
you have.
I have.
You got me sexually assaulted multiple times.
Oh my God!
You know what? I should thank your old man for that.
He's dead.
Hey, give me that breastfeed photo.
It's the best day to thank him. For both ends.
The idea that you learned how to book guests pristine by watering the roof is awesome. I like that.
I mean, there's no science behind that.
No, there isn't.
Now, to defend your dad for a second, I guess if the trailer roof had been heating up all day.
It's all aluminum, yeah.
It's all aluminum, right? There, like, I've been in... You ever been in someone's house where they have an aluminum back porch where it's not really a roof, but it's just straight aluminum?
It's just a piece of thick aluminum.
Yeah, that will bake in the sun, and then right around 4 in the afternoon, you'll feel the heat
radiate. If you touch it, you can burn your fingers.
Like, it'll be... The heat will radiate from that roof.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess if you watered it down and cooled it, the heat wouldn't radiate down so much. But does that work in a trailer too? There's some insulation, right?
I don't think it does anything.
I don't think it does anything.
It probably just...
And it just got us made fun of by all the neighborhood kids that saw us out there standing for an hour.
They're watering the roof again.
Yeah.
Although, is that poor or rich? Because you're wasting water.
Right.
You pay for that water.
It's poor.
Well, in order
we
to
had to limit our showers so he could get his goddamn roof.
In order to reach the roof, you got a small house, right? It's like it's just one little squirt.
All right, let's do a voicemail.
Yeah, let's try this guy.
Hey, Tom and Dan, Lucas from Illinois here. My question is, how many of your listeners do you think are actually big dick millionaires? So, like, the number of millionaires that listen to your show has to be pretty small. And the number of millionaires that also have big dicks has to be even smaller. Okay. So I'm wondering what the number is. Should we poll the audience? What do you guys think?
I think we have at least one.
One millionaire?
That he also has to have a big dick. Because we've got multiple millionaires.
We do have multiple millionaires. I would say Roop, the original platinum big dick millionaire, but unfortunately for Roop, he is a smaller in height. And that's not a diss. I'm smaller in height. I'm just saying proportionately. I don't think
Who's the shortest person with the biggest dick?
Me.
Everybody best thing going, right?
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so I know a handful of BDM millionaires. Like
I'm more than a handful. Hooters. Wait, that's more than a mouthful.
There's a millionaire that he's got a ridiculous garage with a bunch of sports cars. I don't know his name, but I see him on the BDM page. He's like, got a new car, and it's like a goddamn Maserati or something. And then he's got a garage full of he's got to be a millionaire. And then like Falconer Jones that bought the Griff truck, which is now driving.
Well, if he's a millionaire, he should have gave more money to the goddamn charity.
It was the highest bidder.
That's true.
He just happened to win it.
Yeah.
By the way, we sold a $3,500 truck.
Yeah,
we could have put that on Craigslist, and it would have got $3,500.
Why did we cheap out on the truck?
He's driving it around.
Yeah, it's like his favorite
car. And I think he's a millionaire. Anyway,
the chat room is weighing.
I don't know about the big dick.
I don't want to be disrespectful to any of our clients, but somebody unnamed in the chat room is saying that Bart Merrick gives off a lot of energy. Let's just say, like a lot of
BDE.
He is tall.
He does. It's the confidence too.
Yeah.
And you'll say like, so it's tough out there to buy houses, right, Bart? And he'll go, yeah,
exactly.
And when you
he
leans in,
this guy knows.
So basically, what you're hearing right now, that pause in the deep voice, that's my dick.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Because mine is all nasally.
You ever get nervous with him around Crystal?
Yeah, I would be.
Again,
they look very comfortable together on the pillows.
All these pillows, like that's a lady that knows that the man she's standing next to has a large one.
Yeah.
This is why me and Dana are in business together. I, too, have unlimited confidence that I'm the best that Crystal could ever get. And she'll never cheat on me because I'm the best.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Even though I somehow know I'm not.
That's true love, though. If you could find a partner.
I never am curious, like skeptical or of what she's saying.
I never get worried. Like, you could show me a picture of Andrea holding another man's penis, and I'd be like, well, there's a different explanation for this, right?
Yeah. This
I'd be
is some sort of medical scenario.
She's helping a doctor. The nurse passed out. Is anyone here kind-hearted? And Andrea would raise her. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hold this man's penis.
Yeah, someone asked her to weigh it or something else.
Weigh this penis. She'd be like, I got nothing to do, and I was just reading on my phone.
Yeah, our wives will weigh any penis.
Yeah, write that down. Wait a minute. Put that in the welcome video for the Airbnb.
Okay.
Anyway, so if you are truly a big dick millionaire BDM,
you gotta have proof, though.
So here's how we would.
A lot of guys lie about their dick size.
Okay, here's what we do. I need a receipt. It can be a screenshot with no pertinent information other than the ending balance of your bank account.
Okay.
And then I need a sheet backlit silhouette photo.
Let's talk about
of your penis.
What constitutes a millionaire?
Limp or hard, though?
Soft.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
So what constitutes a millionaire? Like
they had to have at least $1 million
in the bank.
Now,
$1 million in the bank.
Yeah, I say in the bank.
Like you could I know people that have a bunch of rental properties and stuff. Like
Angry Dan's probably a millionaire just because the guy's got multiple Airbnbs, right?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I think the guy's a smart businessman.
Oh, for sure.
I think if he cashed everything out, he would be for sure. He's smarty pants.
I don't know if he.
Seth's
I don't want to talk about his business.
Yeah.
I'm just going on assumptions.
Yeah, Seth's a millionaire.
Yeah,
right.
He is.
And we know he's
Where
got
is that motherfucker?
Here's the thing.
I know, right?
He does not pay for a membership, so he could constitute, but he is not
He's also
too cheap.
got a large ding dong.
Let's kick him out of the group then.
I know. I'm okay with it. He's got a big old ding dong, though.
I've asked it to you, he says no.
Here's the thing.
He says no, he doesn't have a big ding dong?
No, he says
does.
no, he will not pay for a BDM
I've seen his ding dong in the sweatpants.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I think about Seth, and I'm not trying to fire shots at him or anything. I think that he is a shower, not a grower. I feel like Seth's ding dong is always big, and then when he gets a hard on, he gets like 1 more centimeter.
Yeah, it just
it goes
up. But again, I don't think Seth has $1 million in liquid cash by any means, but he's got $1 million in property and then his stake in the businesses.
Yeah, he's got some investments. So multiple. I think he owns an apartament complex somewhere down
Jesus
south.
Christ.
Yeah,
slumlord.
I don't want to talk about his business, but
I don't think he's got a complex. I think it's a duplex.
Well, I mean, it's multiple properties.
Yeah. It's a fourplex. Anyway,
quadplex.
So, but if you I feel to be a true millionaire, you have to have $1 million in liquid cash.
Yeah.
And not because if you liquefied everything, because I think if I liquefied everything I
got
had,
an Xbox Live account
and my a life insurance policy, that doesn't count.
You got life insurance?
Yeah.
We should probably do that.
Well, we have to for the business.
Well, I got it when I got kids too. It was like I gotta leave them something.
We have a funny story about our key man
Just leave him with trauma, like my dad.
I don't want to do that for obvious watering reasons.
You're a water conservationist all of a sudden.
All right, let's do.
You want to do a couple more? Let's just blow through some of these.
Okay.
Let's just do 2 more, and then we'll take a break because we got to dump them out to get to. And
yo, that skating stuff, man. I remember those Burger King midnight skating nights. The roller rink right there on Goldenrod where it had the little club in it called The Cellar.
That's where I go.
Has anybody else had this happen to them? It happened to me where I guess I was supposed to be outside and waiting for my mom, and I wasn't where I was supposed to be. She came and picked me up, and the DJ announced through the whole thing, "Your mommy's here," said my name, and then your mommy's here.
That's what they would do. I'm not I freaked out when
DJ
this guy.
Bully you.
Is this Bofa?
Yeah.
It sounds like he left this message and I got goosebumps. They used to do that at Dayton Skate and DeLand, and I was telling Sam that my dad and his best friend Bucky would go to pick us up at the skating rink, and my dad was a fucking awesome skater. So my dad, as a joke, would go and put on the potato skates, the brown with the orange stoppers and the orange wheels. And then he'd go out there in his tiny shorts and his V-neck yellow pit stained shit shirt. And he'd just start skating up a storm, dancing and backwards
can
and
opener.
Hands in the pockets. He'd drop it low.
Foot out.
Yeah.
I like the foot out.
And it would
They
embarrass
call that shooting the duck.
Yeah, it would embarrass me.
I learned that at skate class last weekend.
The DJ would go, "All right, it's time to play." Oh, you go like, all right. Now it's time to play 4 corners. Let's get out the big foamy dice. and they'd bring out a big foam dice.
They still do that, by the way.
Yeah, they still do it, and then they throw it.
There was a bounce house on the fucking skating rink last week.
Each number would mean, like, if it were 1, 2, 3, or 4, you'd go to those corners. If it were the other ones, it'd be like a re-roll or something.
Yeah, they still do that.
Yeah, and my dad he's like, I'm going to enter it. I'm like, please, Dad, no, please, you're embarrassing. And he's like, okay, I won't. You know, like, he'd do that thing where he'd, like, bully me to the brink of almost crying in front of my friends, and then he'd be like, all right, let's go home.
I see the dads at the roller rink by my house.
Lots of dads.
I can hear the music, by the way.
Dude, you gotta learn.
I can stand on my roof.
You gotta learn how to do this.
Hilarious.
So,
but I think you're too stiff. I think if you got on skates, you'd be like a Lego man on skates.
My sons have no interest in me skating.
Oh, okay.
So if they wanted me to, I'd do it for them.
Let's do a go-to show.
Escape with the mic.
That'd be hard. Oh, my God.
I'll do it. I mean,
tripping over all the wires.
Oh, God.
Like,
skating is hard, dude.
It is hard.
Why'd you pick skating?
I don't know.
You think I could beat Samantha in a skating race?
I don't.
Like, I haven't put on a pair of quad skates since I was 8 years old.
I mean, it would be tight because of your determination and her just naturally, I think, being more flexible than you. It might be neck and neck.
Yeah, but Sam's more cautious. It's like she's not going to break.
More graceful than you
terrified.
are.
She's not going to fall.
I have full pads and a helmet.
I mean, you're tall.
You got a helmet?
Yes.
You're tall, but you don't walk like he.
Are you the only one in there with a helmet?
Oh, I didn't wear it to the skating rink. I just wear it around the neighborhood.
He clomps though. He can't skate. If you clomp, there's no way that with the way that your gait is, the way that you naturally walk, I don't know if you could
do
go.
walk weird as shit, and you stomp. So you'd be stomping.
You might just slip and die. You know, like I don't even know if you could roll.
I really want to see you try.
I do too.
I would just run on my toes, like
on the stoppers.
Oh my
Wait a minute, that counts. That counts. I have to support that. That counts. If he could run on the stoppers faster than you can skate, he wins. I'm sorry.
All right.
Then once you get your momentum, then
you just go flat.
flat.
Coaster now.
That's what
It flips over the wall.
called the goofy. Anyway, it seems like a non-fun activity.
Skating.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay.
It's terrifying.
What activity sounds fun to you? Because this is
please,
one of
screenshotting breastfeeding, I guess.
That's not fun.
This morning, as he was putting the AirTnD listing on the BDM page, he said, well, this doesn't look fun. I'm like, what is fun to you, man? Like, what is fun to you?
I'll let you know.
Oh, you haven't found anything yet? Oh, my God.
I'll let you know. Let's try this one, fancy mac and cheese.
Hey, show, BDM Clem McGillicuddy here. I was listening to ACT, and y'all were talking about kids hating fancy mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I go out with my nephews to eat, like the whole fam goes out and shit, these fucking...
I think this is weird, by the way, and I flagged this for different reasons. I flagged this because he said when I go out to eat with my nephews, I have a lot of friends that'll be like, I'll text them, hey, what are you doing tonight? I'm just going out to dinner with my niece, or I'm visiting my... I don't visit...
We don't have any family, right?
I don't I guess I'm jealous of that. I think I am. I think I am jealous.
Are you?
That everyone that my family, first of all, they're in Virginia, so it's not a hop, skip, and a jump. And second of all, most of them are dead. So it's like I got no one to, I can't do any of that.
Well,
I can't go out to dinner with the family.
I imagine, like, my niece Becca, when she, is in her 20s or something, hopefully we'll still have a good relationship. We'll go out to lunch sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Becca, how about you give me some pain pills?
Did you guys ever go out to lunch with any of your aunts or uncles?
Another thing I'm bringing up.
They don't want to hang out with me.
It is a thing. Like, Bus Decker will be like, oh, he's like hanging out with my nephews or something. Yeah, I see people say it all the time, and I'm like, I instantly think, oh,
they just must have a really tight family.
Well, I instantly go, this person's better than me because they spend time with non-primary members of their family. You know what I mean? Like, if you're spending time with your nephew, with your niece, with your...
what if they suck?
With your brother's son. I hear that, I took my brother's son out to the trampoline park. I'm like, man, you're a good person for doing that.
And also, some people have family they like, which is...
I know.
Which is never going to be like, oh, you like them.
We forget that.
Like, what?
You know what?
Like, oh, okay.
That was the answer. We'll continue.
Kids, get the damn Kraft mac and cheese off the kids menu. And first of all, I can't believe they even have this stuff on the kids menu, and they're selling it for $5 a damn plate. It costs 50 cents to buy it at the goddamn store. And then you're like, oh man, this kid, you think would expand their palate a little bit, but they get this shit and they gobble it up. And I can't believe it. It blows my mind and it infuriates me.
Man.
Thanks for listening.
He's very mad because most little kids hate. Like if you give my daughter that what is it, Havarti?
Oh yeah,
mixed with
the big shell.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's literally the most creamy, cheesy deliciousness you'll ever have. Publix makes a really good mac and cheese. Or you get an old black granny to make you some good ass church baked mac and cheese with the crust on the edge, and Maisie will be like, "This is disgusting." Like
my kid's the same. Yeah.
And you have to give her just regular the box, runny ass Kraft powdered shit.
Yeah. And you are literally bitching the opposite bitch that I do when I go to restaurants and they have on the kids menu mac and cheese and they give the fancy mac and cheese to my kids who don't eat it, and I scream, just get the goddamn Kraft mac and cheese. It's cheaper and it'll make everybody happy and they'll eat it if you give them the So I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
You're paying a ridiculous amount, but my argument is just go with what the kids eat. At this point, because they're not going to eat anything else.
You had to teach me that. It, too, made me very angry when I would go to, like, a Longhorn, and they'd say, like, now with our upgraded mac and cheese. And I'd be like, oh, she's going to love this. Is fucking, And then I'd give it to her. She'd hate it. Tom pulled me aside. He's like, you're an idiot. Just go to the places that you know they're going to eat, and don't even look at the price, nothing. Just make sure they eat. And he's right. You just get the Kraft, let them eat it. They're happy. You're happy.
And I know what everybody's thinking. It's just like you force them to eat the fancy one. They'll learn to like it.
Or just don't take them out to dinner.
Or whatever
it doesn't work, dude.
Yeah. It's not only does it not work,
it doesn't work.
I look at it like, who cares? In the long run, they'll be adults. They'll eat it whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
They're not going to be. They get to a point where like I only ate Kraft, so now for the rest of my life I'm 80 years old and the only Kraft.
Right.
They'll change. Yeah, like it's fine.
They'll have no choice at some point.
Yeah.
Let's try this one and then we can take a little break.
Hey, BDM Tsunami here. I was just listening to the ACT of stupid superstitions, and you guys were talking about Padiddle. It's actually a card game that you play with, like if you're on a road trip. So you're driving down the road, you see a headlight. The first person who sees the headlight out, they yell Padiddle, and the last person to tap the roof has to take off an article of clothing.
What?
So,
You do this on family road trips?
You guys are doing a great job. Love you. Can't wait to listen to the next one.
Calm down, screenshot.
Did you call in? Hi, what's up? It's Tom. Just leaving a little bit of pervert information for the show.
Yeah.
I've never heard it called Padiddle, number one. Number two, I've never heard the tap the roof.
Me
Last
either.
person that doesn't tap the roof has to take off their shirt. But I say we play that on our go-to show next week. Just make sure you and I are fast. Cow. Start practicing your roof touching.
That's just a variation of the game, right? You just added the punishment.
I'd never even heard of this game.
I've never heard of it called
I only
that.
know like Punch Buggy. That's the only thing I know.
What about the state game where you say, or the one where you do the alphabet where you're like, letter A, and you're driving, you have to look at a sign and find a word with the letter A. So you're like, Applebee's. All right, the next one is like B. Oh, what are we doing?
All these games are dead, by the way, because of phones.
Yeah.
And like my sons, like when we go on road trips, we just gave
Quiet
up
as hell.
and gave them their iPads and phones, and they just sit there, zombie, look at it.
Screenshotting titties.
We've tried to do the old, you sit there, look out the window, entertain yourself.
Let's sing, Father Abraham has many sons.
And it's just easier to give them the shit. It's bad. It's worse, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing them a disservice. Mm-hmm. Easier.
Well, man, lately I've been catching May. I caught May sneaking her iPad.
Oh, really?
I caught her, caught her in there, and she wasn't lying to me, but she definitely was
skirting the
finding
truth.
the out. I'll give you the out. It was pretty clever. She was on her iPad. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's not an iPad day. What are you doing over there? She's like, oh, I was just in here checking my my AR reading quizzes to see how many points I have.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I had to reward. It was a good, I figured,
good effort.
It was a good effort. And she was on the correct screen. It wasn't like she was really outwardly lying to me, although she was not supposed to be on her iPad, right? the answer that I got was factual, so I kind of, like, sometimes she's so smart, I'm almost shackled
You're
to
like,
her
damn it, she
intelligence.
got me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, this bitch is
She
smarter than me.
outsmarted
It's
you.
like dealing with two Andreas. Not fun.
Every time my sons go to get their devices, battery dead.
Love it.
And then I'm like, that one thing I gave them actually working for me.
That's
and they're all
hilarious.
bitching about it. They're like, battery's dead. And then I'm like, did you forget to charge it? Of course they did. Every single time. I never remember.
I was talking about I want to do something with Mr. Snarts, the puppet,
Yeah.
and a green screen, and I was telling Macy about this. She's like, oh, bring the puppet home, Dad, bring the puppet home. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do, you might have to help me do some green screen stuff with the puppet. She goes, green screen, yeah, that's that. And Andrea was listening to this whole thing. She goes, green screen, we have that. At my school, that's where they can take the background out of the thing. And I'm like, yeah. That is what the green screen does in the video. She's like, yeah, we have that. One time, I was doing the weather and the announcements in school, and they put me on the green screen like a weather girl. She said that. I'm like, my God, you do the same shit at your school that Tom and I made a career of.
That's, if
She already knows what it is.
If they had a green screen
They
in
have
the
a green-
Castleberry schools, all the kids,
Be
no
breastfeeding
TV.
pictures in the background.
Oh God, you want to take a little break? Or
Let's
you got
take a break.
You got something to say here?
No.
Yeah, she knows. You told me, a lot of other people, Ross told me, you're going to have a long time with your daughter and you get to teach her all the... I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to have a lot. She knows a lot already. I think my job's done. I think I'm done.
Well,
We're pretty close to being done.
Maisie's an advanced kid that
She's just
is-
independent.
is
It's not
super
even advanced. It's just when you're independent...
Yeah,
you have time to figure out all this because she's just with herself she doesn't have any brothers or sisters, so she's like, oh yeah, green screen. I'll just soak all that up. Yeah, green screen. Hell, Dad, I know what a green screen is.
Yeah.
It kind of made me sad that I was explaining something to her.
She's
that
like, I already know.
Yeah, I thought she would be like excited to help Daddy with a project, and she's like, yeah, I already know what that is. I don't want to do that. That just sounds kind of stupid. I do that.
When you told me Maisie makes her own lunch,
She does.
It blew my mind so much. Also, I think about how if I left my sons at home, I'm not even sure they'd last 3-4 days. Like they know the snack cabinet. That's it. I don't think maybe they get the bologna. I don't know. I have no idea. Like they don't express any independence whatsoever.
So she can only make two things. She makes a double peanut butter bagel, which is a bagel, and then she'll put it in the toaster, or sometimes not in the toaster, and then because it's easy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
She'll take it out, and then she'll put white chocolate peanut butter on one side, and then dark chocolate peanut butter on the other side, and then smush it together. That's the fun part, and you put it in a bag. And then the other thing she makes is just a like either a turkey sandwich or a turkey bagel, where she just toasts the bagel or doesn't toast it, and then she gets out the turkey and takes it out, takes out the slices, folds them on the bread, puts the bread on there, puts it in the bag, and then puts it in her lunch. She thinks it's cool as shit to do it. I think it's funny that Andrea has basically tricked her into making her own. Like, it's like something that Andrea typically does, and now Maisie does it. It's pretty awesome. I don't do shit for shit in that house. I do nothing. I'm just a person there, just a roommate.
Every day that I'm loading my son's lunch, Max bitched at me the other day.
We love that Max bitches at you. Yeah,
he's like, Daddy, every day I have to rip my sandwich apart because you don't cut it.
Come on, man.
Are you fucking serious? This is hurting my head.
And then I'm like, I'll remember tomorrow.
I love that he's bullying you about not cutting a sandwich. I was watering a trailer roof.
And then every day I forget to cut it.
That kid can rip his own goddamn sandwich.
Oh, then he
knock him down.
He reminds me every day, and I truly forget. I want to do it. I'm like, oh shit!
I'm so sorry, boss.
I think I'm a bad dad for not cutting a sandwich, and then I forget every day. But that's what you get. Anyway, all right, let's take a break.
The name of the band is High Pulp. It's more jazz, but this is like a little bit like newer jazz, more maybe with a little bit of a tip of the hat to electronica. Kamashinjo featuring Jacob Mann is the name of the song. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time after this. Mike Stacks. That's the guy you gotta call if you want a Subaru. And then we got JC Harrelson. He'll also sell you something too. He'll sell you Corvettes and go real fast. Driving down the road, gonna bust some ass in a Corvette. Driving real fast, Corvette. Driving real fast.
They don't want that.
That was a good little
That was
bop.
pretty good. I was
bop.
impressed.
I got stuck in once I found something I enjoyed, which is Corvette going real fast, I just started doing my wiggle dance.
Hey, you mentioned something. You got to know a guy.
You got to know a guy.
I was telling my buddy, I was like, you have to have a guy for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want a car, a Subaru,
well, now if
a Chevy,
you want a car now,
Mitsubishi,
you have to have a guy.
Yeah. And no, 100%.
And if you want to buy a house, you got to have a guy.
The market is crazy right now, and Daniel's right. Go talk to Mike Stacks at Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, right there on West Colonial Drive in front of the fairgrounds.
Hey, when are we getting to drive that BDM's orange Subaru, the brand new one, the special order?
Oh, yeah.
Sam, did we set that up? I want to donut that thing bad. Have you seen that thing, dude?
It's awesome.
It's better looking than the one you had.
And if you want a Chevy Silverado like I have, maybe a Chevy Traverse. Like
I wasn't
my wife
joking about the
drives.
Corvettes, guys. If you want one like my neighbor has, he has a mid-engine Stingray. It's ridiculous.
It's talk to JC Harrelson. He is in DM Chevy in Claremont. And just shoot him an email.
He's been doing it for forever. His family has been in the Corvette game for decades.
Yeah.
So they're very knowledgeable. And beyond anything, they're your way in, and they're super kind people.
It's Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, West Colonial Drive, and Don Mealy Chevrolet in Claremont.
There you go. That is more brand new music from the Linda Lindas. So happy that we get a chance to play those guys. Talking to Myself is the name of the track. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha is here. Sorry, Sam.
No, it's all good.
It's been I like that we're running it like old school today. It feels real laid back.
Yeah.
Like no real agenda.
Just the three of us.
Just all we do is just buy houses, rent them out, waste money, just wasting money.
We've had 5 bookings so far. All women.
All side chicks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See, I knew
Wait
the
a
side
minute.
chicks
And
were,
me.
Hold
on a second. This whole
He is gonna cheat.
Yeah, this cheating thing gonna work out. If I got 5, look. If anybody wants to see
extend your stay.
if you want to see the
now they're calling it hashtag Squirt House.
Whoa,
That's not that it was squirt.
I'm about to put
Hey, it's that comes just squirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the hurt on the squirt. If you know what I mean. Tuna can Dan.
Squirt is not pee. Something different.
At its least, it's 1% Skeens fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some dump 'em out.
Yuck. Here.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottomics.
Dump 'em out, brought to you by Morganic Meats in Lake Mary.
Oh, buddy.
If you guys want some really high quality meat from the Morris Family Farms, it's all local, and they do it right at Morganic Meats.
Well, they got produce. They
yeah.
got local cheeses. Actually, what they have in stock rotates a lot, so you got to drop by.
If you follow their Facebook page, I'm looking right now, just search Morganic Meats. They do, I'm looking at Thursday, Morganic Meats Thursday night dinner. It's a brisket night. That's a 12-hour brisket with mashed potatoes.
Yeah, they put together little meals.
And green beans, $13.
Yeah, well, I know. A lot of this is JJ, if not all of it, cooking this stuff. And the dude knows his way around the kitchen. Yeah, you can buy the meat and cook it yourself, or you can just have some of they cook. They do these dinners. They've been rolling out some of these things.
Steak fajitas with Morris Family Farms with rice and beans, all the fixins, and then the $13. It's ridiculous.
Oh, every dinner's $13.
Correct.
They got Mama Spaghetti. Oh, hell yeah.
They also have a program where they'll mail you meat in a box once a month.
I want
meat in a box?
And
I want that.
I was talking to JJ about this, and they have some standards, like probably the 3 different meat types, and then they'll put in a new one for you to try
Some for
each
you
month.
to try, maybe something a little crazier.
Anyway, when you go by Morganic Meats in Lake Mary, just let them know we sent you.
Yeah, they get Wagyu too. He gave me that. He gave me this. It's like a porterhouse or something. I cooked it for me and Andrea, and we split it. We didn't even do any sides. It was so rich and delicious. I mean, this thing was just a buttery, golden, like I put a crispy crust on the outside and left it medium rare, and we just got into that thing. And that was our whole dinner, and it's phenomenal. Moore's Family Farms, try their stuff.
What do we got first?
Well, we got to talk about the address freakout.
Okay. Well, we're doing BDM Appreciation Week next week, which has also been added to our stress because we were trying to get this Airbnb done.
We put it all in one time.
Right.
It happened to fall around the same time anyway, so we wanted to make sure that the BDM Appreciation Week went off as best as we can plan it, and to get out as much stuff. Thanks to Streamline Mortgage Solutions for helping fund it.
Brian and the guys,
They basically gave us $5,000 that we gave back to the BDMs, and we are sending out over 1,000 envelopes of prizes to random BDMs and some big prizes, as much as we could buy, scratch off, gift cards. We've got percentage off Tom and Dan
sticker
merch,
packs, merch,
everything we can. Anyway, there was a master list that Eric spent like 12 hours, as far as making sure that the addresses were correct.
He's been working on it for days.
Days. And then he sent it to us, and he did. I don't know how Excel works.
Oh, really?
I don't know how anything works. Instagram, mail, Gmail.
What do you have a grasp of? Well, let's start there, right?
I feel like most people don't know how Excel works. Like
I don't.
Also,
I can't even make fun of you.
How are they still using the same shit that they used 20 years ago? Because I remember in high school they were talking about Excel.
When they say cells,
still using it.
They say cells. I'm like, that's not cells.
There's not a better
Those are
way.
Boxes.
Anyway, I didn't realize
cells.
When you change or move anything around on my
you can't
end,
hit the arrows.
Everybody in our chat apparently is using Excel right now.
What?
They're all on it. They're supposed to be working and they're
What are
watching.
you, scientists?
Yeah.
Who uses Excel?
You nerds.
My husband, that's all he does all day.
And you can't use the arrows because it'll shift like the number over to the thing.
Yeah.
And if you hit enter,
if you move one cell, it moves them all. It knocks one down.
I have a problem with any computer program that you take a button on the keyboard and you change its intended use. I have a problem with that. If I'm using Excel and I hit enter and it like slides everything to the side, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enter should stay enter and arrows should be arrows.
Anyway,
I'm with you.
So I may have moved some names around when I was scrolling and trying to figure out how to...
Don't scroll.
Look at...
By the way, when I went to the food truck fiesta in Sanford after my Airbnb stay, I talked to Eric, and he was like, do not let Tom touch the Excel spreadsheet.
Well, he did.
And by the time I got here on Monday, already ruined it.
And you guys didn't even send it to me. You're like, don't send it to the weirdo. He doesn't need to see it. He'll really
Don't let him look at the numbers.
Who's making the decisions then? Sam?
Not me.
She should, though.
I didn't get it until it was too late.
Yeah.
Anyway, so after I poked around at it, then
don't poke.
Well, then Sam sent it to me, and I'm supposed to double check it. So I go to the one name I know, which is EJ. It's the only person I know on the list, and it said he lives in Iran.
We're like, this isn't right.
And I'm like, something, guys.
So then I see Tully. I'm like, Tully doesn't live in Michigan. What the fuck is wrong?
Right. Zach from Ohio doesn't live in Florida.
Zach in Florida. It was Zach from Florida. It was like he lived in Mims.
Right.
I'm like, what is happening?
So then I'm like, it's all messed up. Oh my God. And then
we started checking ourselves.
Eric got a stressed goddamn heart attack.
I have an account. I'm like, oh yeah, you idiot. You pay $2.95. You're a member. So I go and I check mine, and it says I'm like in Wisconsin.
Right.
So Eric's like, what did you do? What happened? I'm like, I didn't do anything.
By the way, we got to thank Eric for all the hard work he's been doing on this.
You're right.
We've probably stressed him the fuck out.
Who? I don't even know who he is. I'm kidding. I'm joking. That's a joke.
My God,
that
man.
poor man.
I apologize.
And his
Because he's like,
mother.
what are you talking about? It was all right.
He had his mother working for us. I'm delivering stuff to his mom.
I'm like, bro,
Poor
it's
Eric.
not right on this. But what I'm looking at, it's all wrong.
He sent me an email, and that one email, and Eric,
He's like, did you touch it? I'm like, I looked at it.
I poked at it.
I highlighted a couple things.
He said, and I quote, and you can even pull up the email. He has a quote in there where he's like, I just don't understand. I can hear it. I can hear the tears.
Anyway, it's fixed now. So
He's in the chat. He says he's still recovering from his stroke.
Merchman, we are sorry, buddy. That was rough.
So you should start.
We fixed it.
We should
say
I
Eric
can hear him
fixed
take
it.
a breath because he was like, can you please clarify, Dan? I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. We did that.
We also have a special piece of merch coming out on Sunday for mediums only. It'll be out a week for pre-sale.
Samurai sword.
It's the cheapest possible shirt we could. We're losing money on every transaction, which doesn't mean don't buy it. We want you to have it. We want to give the value to you for being a BDM.
Just not too much.
Yeah.
We want you to have the value, just not.
Just order one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly. Don't be like, oh, this is great. I'm
buy 5 of them.
I'm going to help Tom and Dan. I'll buy 10 of these.
I'm going to be the Steve Jobs of Tom and Dan. Every day, dressed like Tom and Dan. Steve Jobs.
Don't come.
We are really bad at business.
Well, we're just trying to do what big companies do.
Big companies don't do this.
No, they don't.
Well, they try to do cool shit, and we just don't have enough money to really do cool shit. We almost have enough money to do really cool shit.
What's next here?
Juicy seafood.
Yeah, why are all crab stops now? There's a lot of them popping up around town, right? These places, and they'll call it like Sally's Juicy Seafood.
Mm-hmm.
They use the term juicy, and I wrote it in my phone because I'm like, every seafood place, there's like Juicy Crab. I think there's one called Juicy Crab.
Yeah, there is.
And there's like a chain, and they call it, and I believe it's an Asian thing maybe, or a black thing maybe, I don't know. But it's like juicy something, like Louisiana or something. It's like a thing. Why juicy though? That's disgusting.
It's a type of food that I don't associate or think that I need it to be more juicy, or the more juicy it is, the better. In fact,
juicy pussy.
You have a very juicy pussy. Juicy pussy.
Like, you want your steak to be juicy,
but don't talk about it. I want everything to be juicy, but just don't talk about it.
But I don't know if you want your shrimp to be juicy.
I want juicy shrimp, but I'm not going to say I want juicy shrimp. I don't want dry shrimp. I want some dry ass shrimp.
Don't want it dry, but I don't want you to say it to be juicy.
Right. My point is, every food you want juicy. Juicy tacos, you want your pizza slice to be juicy. You just don't want to say juicy.
Yeah, because then I'm like, what's the juice?
Right.
I don't understand. Yeah. Like,
the juice is loose.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I don't know. It's off-putting.
I think it's a cultural thing.
I do too. It's like an Asian thing, I think, maybe.
Because, like, Red Lobster...
They don't say juicy.
They don't say juicy, and they're like, juicy...
They use the term succulent a lot.
Succulent's fine.
Yeah, Red Lobster will be like, and succulent shrimp. Yeah, they always use succulent. But I think Asian or more Louisiana-styled or more like Creole, they always say juicy seafood. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think you'd get more people in there naturally if you just drop the juicy. At least you'd get me. Because I'd be like, oh, seafood. I like seafood.
Yeah.
I love seafood.
Let me just assume you cooked it correctly.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you have,
how are you cooking this? We just bake it in the sauce. I'm like, oh, I don't know. You know,
all right. Next one.
So, Tom, you had a high thought about your kids' middle names.
Thought about this last night, which is bizarre because my sons are 6 and 7. Tommy about to turn 8, literally in weeks. And I thought to myself, one of their middle names is Chisholm, right? And we've already determined I'm not a Native American, but you could say named after a famous Cherokee, a Native American, right?
Yeah. Thank you. I was going to say Indian.
And my other son's middle name is Savage. A derogatory name for Native Americans.
Oh, my God.
And
I never thought it. That's subconscious.
Never thought.
Oh, my God. You're subconscious.
You're so racist, bro.
Subconscious racist.
Well, see, if either of them was, like, not brothers, it would be totally fine. But the fact that I only have 2 of them, one Chisholm, one Savage, is kind of comical. And also the fact, never thought of it, never even occurred in my mind when we named. Now, Savage is.
Have you traced that back on her side?
Well, it's Crystal's granddad's name.
Yeah, but where did it come from? Like, if you keep going.
A white guy calling an Indian. That's what I assumed. I don't know
I like the way it rolls off the tongue.
I don't know where anything comes from. I assumed when I named my son Chisholm. Actually, I think I knew back then when I named him. I was like, this is
fake. Why would I be naming my son Jelly Bean?
But I couldn't change it because I wanted to name him after me, Narcissus. I can't change it.
There it is. Screenshot that titty.
And if I changed it to Savage, it would be worse.
And didn't you say Tommy's obsessed with nudity? Maybe
and Lizzo has a new single out today called About Damn Time or something.
Yep.
He takes after his whole man.
Hey, do you show him Lizzo on TikTok?
She's showing her thing.
Dude, it is. Lizzo on TikTok is like, it's full
You should
on.
watch her new show on Hulu.
The Lizzo show?
Yeah.
He only
She's,
likes the
trying
nudity.
She's auditioning for backup dancers. They're not wearing a lot of clothes.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
He is like overly curious and obsessed with nudity.
He's a fucking creepo like his dad. Goddamn pervert.
Shit, he's dead. Oh my God. Screenshot it.
To a point where I'm like, why do you like it so much? And it seems innocent because there's no, like, he doesn't have the hormones yet to make it sexual. He's just overly curious about it. He's like, I want to squeeze it.
Can I touch him?
Anyway, what are we going
next? The Larabelles at the
Good segue.
This is stupid. This is
Speaking of it.
Anyway.
How many screenshots have you...
Yeah, what are you doing?
Mark was nice enough because he made on the coffee table.
Wow. Oh my God. There's cum on the coffee.
Stop talking.
He made a puddle.
We made a lot of people saw, we made the living room of our
What
Airbnb.
we have here is a failure to communicate.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
We made the living room look like the lobby to our studio, right? We have the same couch, the same chair, and then the coffee table has the Tom and Dan House logo.
Yeah, it's an exact replica of our lobby.
Yeah.
Your wife almost did it. It even has an on-air light, dude.
Yeah, which we printed on a vinyl that we had to stick to the coffee table and put a piece of plexiglass over the top or whatever, just like our studio table has. Anyway,
I actually like the plexiglass better. Safer.
I didn't trust myself to accurately put vinyl on because we didn't have enough time to do multiple. You know,
It's
I
hard.
fucked it up. And it's someone that needs to be precise, and that is something
that
I
ain't
am
you.
not. No, I am not.
Well, you just get antsy.
Thank God I was there to help you with hanging up those pictures.
Yeah. I'm not known for my
attention to detail.
You're very much like my daughter. You're just like one speed, fast.
Yes. So
get it done.
Mark Larabelle offered. He's like, I'll do it. I do the. I printed it. I'll do it, and I'll add the plexiglass and install it. Right.
Nice.
And then he's like, that'll be my contribution to the T&D house.
Very nice. Thank you, buddy.
So I gave him the electronic code to get in, and I just said, hey, just show up anytime before Thursday. We're taking the pictures. By the way, thanks to Bart Merrick for taking all the pictures.
Yeah, thank you, Bart.
For the house because they look great. Anyway, so it just so happened that me and Crystal were also there to hang up the last.
Oh, it just so happened. Wearing your pineapple
board shorts.
Yeah, board shorts or pineapple sundress.
Yeah.
So we hear the Ring doorbell like. Whatever the sound
you're
is.
like, yes. Or you're like, are you excited? I'm excited. Are you nervous?
Put your pants on.
Are you nervous? I'm nervous. I've never done this before. Oh my God. Are you going to go anal?
I
Who
forgot
touches who first?
that I gave Mark the code because I didn't. That was earlier on the week.
I gave him the code 6969.
You should change that.
My God, I'm already getting a boner. I got pre-cum in my pants.
And then Mark, and then he brought his wife as well.
Yeah.
So, AirTnD, motherfucker.
So the whole. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
It's finally happening.
How many guns are happening? How many is happening?
Nothing happened. It's stupid. Nothing was going to happen.
You wouldn't even tell us if it did happen.
No, it wouldn't. Nothing's going to happen. They're not even interested in that.
You wanted it to happen. No. Did you guys turn the on-air light on? To let it know?
Yeah.
It's on air.
Business, baby.
I shouldn't tell people, I think, any of this. I shouldn't tell anybody anything.
Live from Streamline Studios.
Double 69. I've seen those videos. Or it's like daughter swap.
I've seen daughter swap.
You've seen daughter swap. You got to be a hard ass dad.
Like, you're swapping?
You got to be a hard ass dad. It's your own daughter. You're fucking another daughter while your daughter's getting fucked. That is. Yeah. You got to have seen it all.
In the same room.
Yeah, same room. That's hard.
All right.
Did you want to talk about the streaming login?
Which one?
Well, which one?
What, the house?
This is what was the question with the Larabelle.
Yeah, it's like a split down the middle. Like,
he finally reached. No, you know what that's called? That's called I set up an AirTnD in my brain. is shutting down.
Yeah.
You're shutting down.
So we got a brand new TV for the house.
Why did we do that, by the way? And we got
Toilet,
a ginormous fucking TV.
Me and Daniel were convinced we needed a 65, nothing less in the house.
Everybody laughed at us and it's too big for the wall. It's huge.
Because we were like,
nice
we need an impressive TV. So when people see that, like, that's a nice size TV.
It's like we're stuck in 2002.
Which no one cares about. They're looking at their phone.
Yeah.
I guess people our age, though, they'll be staying there. They're
Your
like,
iPad is
good TV.
8K, though. You have an iPad 8K.
So we got a Amazon TV, right? That has all the apps built in. It's just an Amazon Smart TV.
It's really cool.
And so then we were talking about, like, I was telling you guys, I was like, well, you could log into any of the apps through your own, login and use your password and then use anything. So if you got whatever app you got at home, you just log in and thing.
Yeah,
and then
but I think Crystal had texted me when I was staying there, like, hey, you can log into your personal profile on Netflix or whatever. Just remember to log out before you leave. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't do that
And
either.
then you guys said that, and I was like, no. You're fucking with me, right? I thought you're like, oh, no, no.
Andrew ain't gonna let me do that. She don't want people stealing our shit. She doesn't even give me the password.
I assumed everybody did that at Airbnb.
No.
Like me at every
it's
Airbnb.
provided for you, I thought.
No,
the one I stayed in, the old lady had it at the beach house.
Yeah, any place I've stayed, they've had it.
She had a Roku with everything on it. She loaded everything on.
I ended up downloading the free TV app, so I was watching Jerry Springer at 1 a.m.
Every Airbnb I've ever stayed at, we log into our own Netflix or HBO Max or whatever the hell.
Never done that.
Yeah, and then even if we didn't, I was just like, oh, whatever. The next guest either will or fuck it. They just watch them free HBO, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Like it never mattered to me.
I don't know. It just seems weird to me. It's like I bet you're the type of person that when you check our bank account, our Truist, you don't hit the log out button when you're done.
No,
he puts a timeout.
Oh, dude,
the time's out.
You're supposed to log out of it.
Oh man,
who else is in here?
Well, Butler was.
Who's in here looking at our computers?
Who would do that?
That's a great way to end. That's fucking fantastic.
Anyway, log into your shit. Who's in there? And then just log out before you leave, or whatever.
You know what I'm mad
the
about?
The other medium will.
I think we can end with this. You know what I'm mad about? Motherfucker went in the bathroom. You know I was taking too long in there? He's deleting that picture so I couldn't see it.
No.
He deleted it. He deleted
Come on, man.
He's too much
you
of a
share the
gentleman.
fun with Wizard, but not with us?
He's too much. No, he didn't even send it.
Nobody was supposed to know.
Nobody got it. He just deleted it.
Nobody was supposed to know.
It was just for him and his wife. He told the story and then deleted the photo.
It's not, you shouldn't talk about these things.
Well, you did.
I'm just telling you what
opened
happened.
the show with it.
All right, let's get out of here.
Anything else to plug?
No. Whatever.
He needs to go home to take a load off.
We're gonna announce some other things. We may do an impromptu grab a beer next week. We're still planning out some stuff,
like a little meet-up pop-up deal.
Yeah, BDMs will know, and we're gonna try to do as much as possible next week.
Falconer Jones is asking. I also like that Falconer's chat room name is Falconer XXX. Falconer XXX says, when is the AirTnD going to be open? It's bookable.
Open, baby.
Yeah, it's open right now.
Yeah.
It's bookable now, buddy.
The link is in the BDM group.
Yeah, just search my last post in the BDM group. Tony is sending out an email to all BDMs. He sent out a text message to everybody in our text message that opted into our group text.
Yep.
Which, by the way, you could opt in if you want to. It's just our show number, and just text BDM to our show number, and that opts you in.
Yeah, but I believe you do have to say yes. It'll ask you a question. Right. You have to reply back to it. You can't just let it sit. If you just let it sit, it will not opt you in.
Yeah. So when you text BDM to the show number, it'll say, "Do you want to opt in?" And then you text yes.
Just
and
reply.
Then you'll get all the information, new merch, and things
and
like that.
And we don't spam you. In fact, we pay for that service, and we don't use it enough.
I don't think we used it in a month or something.
During the pandemic, I think we went a solid 5 months of not using it, and that is close to a couple $1,000. So that was stupid.
Yeah. And soon we'll probably we'll have it up permanently somewhere on the BDM page, or we'll figure out where it's going to live. We'll have a website and stuff eventually, but we wanted to make it primarily BDMs as long as we can. Anyway, so we hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you do stay, just bear with us. If there's any problems, my wife's the host, so her number's on all the information.
And just let us know. We'll take care of it. And as always, we couldn't do these type of things if it weren't for you guys. You guys are phenomenal listeners, and we're always trying to do something a little strange. And I'm really proud of you, man. Like, you hit it out of the park on this one. This is one of your most wild ideas. And I know that this one's been in the hopper for a very long time, because this is just the incarnation of the boat that turned into the RV, that turned into the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And, dude, it came to life. Like, seriously, like, we shit and we make fun of your life and we prank you, and but you have really good and clever and well thought out ideas, and I think that this one's rad. I think it's awesome. So
Again,
congrats.
you can only say that at the end. Never at the beginning. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.